First, we need to download Git installer. So let's search Git. Let's click on the first link. Scroll down, download for Windows. Then let's click 64-bit Git version. Save. Once it is downloaded, run the setup and click on run. And click on install and wait for it to install. Once it is installed, click on finish. And let's search for git bash to run our git commands. And here we have opened a git bash terminal. Then let's change directory to desktop. Make one directory in my folder. Now we will set up our user by adding an email and a name. Let's git config. Git config allows us to configure all the usernames, emails, and default settings. So let's go for global. Global means the whole computer. Then let's go for user.name. And I'll put in here Pratik. Then I'll click on up arrow, enter my email. Here change username to user email and enter. Once these configurations are made, we can check our username that was just now set. So git config -- global user.name, and we do not need to specify anything in the argument. Then let's hit enter, and as we can see, it shows Pratik. We'll do the same for email. Type it correctly, email, and here we can see our email is also displayed. Now let's make a directory with mkdir and our folder name. So I'll name it my folder for now. My folder, and cd into the folder. And now what we'll do is initialize our git repository so that it can store all the versions of our files. So git init is used to initialize our repository. After initialization, we of course have to make some files in it. So I'll make a file right here, notepad hello.txt. Yes. Welcome to Git tutorial. And save it with Ctrl S and then close it. Now if we do ls, we can see our text file is just now created. And now let's add it to the staging area, git add dot. What we can also do, git hello.txt. With git add dot, you can add all the files. For example, if we had hello.txt, hello1.txt, some document files, anything, we would use git add dot to add all the files to the staging area. So let's now commit it, git commit -m initial commit. With this command, our file is finally stored in our repository. So I'd like to go over the process once more, but with the help of a diagram. First, we had our file made hello.txt right here in this working directory stage. Then we added it to the staging area and then finally committed it. So when we commit our files, it is finally stored in our repository. And what a repository does is it saves the version of the file. So if we open git log, we can see it has recorded our commit and as well as our message. And what we can do is roll back to the commit. So for example, let's make one more commit. So let's make one more file, notepad hello 1.txt hello2.txt. Let's click yes. Welcome to my video. Then let's save it with Control S. Close it. Now if we do git status, it should show us untracked files. That is, we can see it is in the working directory right now. So let's do git add dot. As I said, this adds all the files to the staging area at the same time. Let's enter. And if we do git status, we can see our changes are to be committed. That is, it is in the staging area. And we can see it shows us that it is in the staging area with the green font. And let's continue. Git commit -m second commit. With this, all our files are committed to the repository, and if we use git status again, we can see our working branch is clean and nothing is left to commit. So let's do git log again to show our commit history. We can see our both of our commits, second commit and initial commit, are present here. And what we can do is we can, for example, if we are on second commit and we had to go back to the previous version, we can use this hash ID to go back to the previous version so that the file we made just now, hello2.txt, would automatically be deleted. Git is more helpful when we are using larger code bases and we have a lot of changes and a lot of files linking to each other while working. I'd also like to demonstrate one more command, that is git log -n1. What this does is gives us the most recent commit. So here in our case it will be second commit. If we had a lot of commits, for example, we made one more file named hello3.txt. So in the diagram, we'll have hello3.txt in our working directory right here. Then we would add it to the staging area using git add. Then we'll commit it using git commit command. And our message, for example, would be third commit. So when we use this command, git log -n1, it would show us third commit. So it would be the recent one. And it would go on and on until many commits are made. And after a lot of commits are made, we can easily roll back to any versions we want that were working previously.